everybody. Welcome to Winnipeg, and we are in the true north. It's hockey weather, and the Jets are on home ice. Well, the moment of truth is almost upon us here. They are about to drop the puck. The Jets start with possession as we are now underway. Quick feed to Matthews. What a great read, breaking up the pass. Knocked loose after that hit. With some good footwork to kick it away. The Jets gain control of the puck against the wall. Winnipeg's on the attack. Back to the point he goes. And that shot dies in traffic. The Leafs cross the blue line and are on the attack. Tries to dangle and the puck skips away.
Robertson's tried a great move there. We all know what great hands he is in tight, trying to create some space, but it bobbles off the stick and he lost possession.
Great poke check on the reach. That knocks him off the puck. Picked up along the wall by Nyes. Receives the pass. Toronto's got possession here in the neutral zone. Velarde's lugging the puck. Looking to make a play over to Morrissey. Great defensive effort with the stick. Shot! Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he somehow got a piece of that. Denies him again. In front of the net, and the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Lots of time left in this period. Still no score in this one. Slides in off the wing after the centerman tied him up. Makes a move in front, and he elects to explore his options. Winnipeg's got possession of the puck. Stanley's got it now deep inside his own end. Slides it across to Perfetti. Toronto's got the puck in their own end. Line change. The Leafs carried along the wall. Angles it over to Riley. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Taves. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Feeds the puck to Riley. Slides it diagonally to Yarncroke. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Puck scooped up by Yarncroke. Niederreiter's taking it from his own end. Off the left wing and into center. Winnipeg's got the puck against the boards. Oh, what an effort as he lays off for the block. The Jets scoop it up along the boards. And he gets in front of the slap shot to make the save. Barron's won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Punched it away in his own end. Takes a shot. Let's go! And a great start for the home team here.
Well, there's an old chance favors the report line, and I'm telling you, James, it just looked like they were ready for a puck drop, and a quick strike gets the fans a-blaring. I believe it's all of this one, James. It explodes off of the stick. He just labels it over the glove of the goaltender.
Winnipeg's on the board. The crowd's loving it. I even think the coach is smiling on the bench, too.
That's always a good thing when you look back at your coach and they're smiling, because it doesn't happen often, James. But one thing that does get a smile is a great start, because they now know that you were ready right from puck drop, not from just a physical standpoint, but from an emotional side, too.
What a steal in his own end. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. Down the left wing and into the offensive zone. And he lowers the boom.
That's a huge hit. It's message sending, James. I mean, you want your opponent to hear footsteps, right? Be looking on either side and making sure that you're wearing him down. He does exactly that with that huge hit.
And the puck's kicked free. The Leafs gain possession. Hammers him in the open ice.
In order to dictate the
Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Works it across to Robertson. Taken along the wall by McMahon. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke shot. Winnipeg's got a hold of the puck. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. Moves it quickly over to Nemestikov. Coughs it up on the play. And now he moves it to Robertson. And he'll take a moment to regroup back at center. Handles it again. And he sidesteps the check there. Dishes it off. Takes it in front. Puck picked up by Morrissey. Both sides digging into that puck along the wall. Scooped up along the wall by Shen. The Jets move the puck in the defensive zone. Here they come up along the wing. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. Looks to pass it to Carlo. Lifts the stick and takes the puck. Tries to get it to Iafallo. Winnipeg's got the puck along the wall. Knife is swooping in on the attack. Shot. Denies him. The Leafs gain possession in their own end. Here's a short pass to Nyes. Sends the pass over. Here's a shot. Oh, comes up with the stop. Quick pass across to Iafallo. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. Rammed along the boards by Matthews. Takes the feed. Shifley stick handling in his own zone. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
The Jets have had multiple scoring opportunities here in this first and could easily have a much bigger lead. Lowry's won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack. Toronto's got the puck along the boards. Pass across to Blake. Toronto's got the puck against the half wall. Handles the pass. Iafallo stick handling in his own zone. From the point, looks to make something happen. Shuts him down.
Well, you don't make the save if you're not dialed in and focused. That's exactly what he is. He's following the puck and just makes that save. It's incredible, really, because you got to be athletic to be able to react that quickly.
Gets the puck in deep. Toronto's got it behind the net. Tries to feed it over to Yarncroke. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Sends it across. Grabs him with the glove. Puck grab by Barron. Down the right wing and into the offensive zone. The Leafs gain control of it. From the open ice, they gain the line. Here's a chance behind the net. Glove save. Quick reflexes on the play.
I don't think we talk often enough about the skill of balance on your edges. I mean, he is able to manipulate because he is so strong and he's able to hold on to the puck even though the defenders are right on him.
Shifley's gained possession and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Cutting to the front of the net. Big-time stop.
Stolarz does a fantastic job of anticipating this play, James. Gets square to the shooter. I mean, when they're in the slot area, you know that it's a quality grade A chance. He takes it away.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Winnipeg's won the faceoff. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. With possession along the wall. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. And now he passes it to Shifley. Picked up along the boards by Riley. The Leafs take it along the wall. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. Oh, stopped with the pad by Hellebuyck. Penalty coming up. And the puck stopper tags his man to get the extra attacker on the ice. Morrissey's gained the line and on the attack. Takes a couple of knocks and loses control. Whistle blows, stopping the play. The Leafs have been handed 2 for interference.
Well, the PK unit can certainly reset the momentum in this game if they're able to kill it off. Their team is trailing by 1. They want to keep it within reach. If they can do it, they will gain some momentum in this.
Well, as both teams dig in for the face-off here, just moments away, it's our first opportunity to look at the power play unit here.
First power play opportunity for this team. It's going to start in the face-off circle, getting possession with the win, and they're looking to set up.
We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. Yarncroft's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Taves wins the face-off in the offensive zone. Slides it across. And he comes up with it. Picked up along the wall by Iafallo. Just wide.
He gets a great look at the net, but it is way off target. It can be fast, it can be hard, but it's got to hit the net.
Handles the puck. Moves it to Niederreiter. Driving right to the front. Grabs the puck in the slot. Oh, he'll feel that one. What a block.
Well, he's firing on all cylinders here, getting to that shot lane. He really anticipates the greatest threat on the ice, and he makes sure that he redirects that puck.
Good heads-up play with the bank pass. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Winnipeg's got a hold of it against the wall. Passes it over. And he gets just enough to keep it out. And they get some breathing room as the puck leaves the defensive end. The Jets gain possession along the wall. Skaters go off for a line change here on this power play. Puts it on net. Turns him away. Velarde's looking to make something happen here in the corner. Here's a chance in front. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. The Jets have it against the wall. Here's a shot. Trying to put it in the side and missed.
Well, there's a recognition that he didn't have much room, gets a little bit fine, and just misses wide.
Tried to make a move and the puck hops away. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out. To his teammate. To the low side. We'll talk about a friendly game right there.
It's all about the bounces, isn't it, James? And you got to get the right one, and that one is in his favor. I love the way they were able to execute on this odd man rush. James really used the ice to their advantage, manipulating their opponent, the ice that they did have, and then they were able to capitalize when the shot came their way.
The Jets continue to lead midway through the first. They have really put on an offensive clinic so far. Toronto's won the draw. Taken along the wall by Edmund Larson. Takes the puck behind the net. Quick pass to Matthews. Winnipeg's got a hold of the puck now. Scooped up along the wall by Nyquist. Quick feed to Barrett. Slides the puck over. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Pearson. Moves into the slot. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one, because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
And he's ridden off the puck. Passes out front. And that's stopped. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. Winnipeg's been the better team here over the More than half the period has expired. Winnipeg's got a 2-0 lead. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. And now he passes up to Iafallo. Toronto's ready to go on the attack. Moves it quickly over to Tanev. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. And they'll battle for that loose puck along the boards. The Leafs have it behind the net. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Winnipeg's got the lead here in the first as they have been the more dominant team in the offensive area. The Leafs take possession off the faceoff. And the goaltender manages to get a pad on that one. Some last-second communication with the D as centers get ready to drop the puck. Domi's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Taken by Wright. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Perfetti's crossed the line and gained the zone. Here's a shot. Oh, what a save by Stolarz.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Toronto's playing it through the neutral zone. Grabbed along the board by Nemestikov. And he regains control of the puck. And now it's grabbed by Miller. Picking up momentum across the zone here on the right side. Right up the gut into the offensive end. Feeds the puck over to Cowan. Winnipeg's got the puck. Angles it over to Nemestikov. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Cowan. Winnipeg's got the puck. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Takes it to the front. The Leafs have it behind the cage. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. More than half the frame has been played here. 2-0 is the score. The Leafs win it in the defensive zone. Great feed from the left side. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Sends it over to Connor. The Jets slide it through center. Winnipeg's gained possession along the boards. Turns that one away. The Leafs are across the line and into the offensive end. From right out of midair, he bats it down. Picked up along the boards by Nyquist. And he takes the dish. Slides it diagonally to Stanley. The Leafs gain control of the puck. Winnipeg's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. We got a stoppage. Let's get the call. The Leafs will serve 2 minutes in the box.
Now you got to keep your hands down, and when you don't, you're going to get the cross-checking call all day long.
The Jets once again send out their power play unit.
Power play scored earlier tonight, and that gives you so much confidence heading into this one. You know how you executed the first time, but we'll be looking for those same openings.
Big time stop there. Works it across to Pionk. Quick shot. Oh, what a save in front. Slides it up to Nyes. The Jets will play the puck from behind the net. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. Shot! Turns aside with the blocker by Stolarz. Puck scooped up by Matthews. Hellebuck's opted to hang on to the puck for a faceoff. Was gliding in for the faceoff as this penalty kill will continue. Toronto's won the draw and they'll go to work. On the attack along the boards. And that's blocked from someone in front. Here's a short pass to Velarde. possession play. Power play continues with this offensive zone draw.
Well, yeah, they have a numbers advantage, and they also have the advantage that the goaltender is extremely fatigued. They got to drive the net, James.
Toronto's going to start with the puck on their own end. Beautiful stop with the glove. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. Tosses it on to Matthews. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. And they'll dump it in. Moves it to Iafallo. Across the line from center. Along the half wall with the puck. Here's a chance. Big time saving goal as he gets all of it with the stick. Scheifele's ready to take the draw here on this power play. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. What a steal in his own end.
Knowing how to protect the lead is critical, James, and you want to understand that you can create, you can still press offense, but you can't get cute with the puck. You still have to distribute it and find the right openings.
Fires it, gets a piece of it to keep it out. The Leafs gain possession of the defensive zone. From along the walls, they're gaining momentum. Winnipeg's got possession of the puck. And now he angles it across to Perfetti. Takes the puck as the clock ticks down on the penalty kill. Toronto's got it in their own zone. Quick pass to Perfetti. Toronto's PK unit gets their man out of the box.
That's a great job on the power play. Maybe could have had a little net front presence in order to screen the goaltender. As you know, the goaltender came up huge there with all those chances. I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
Winnipeg's been very impressive to watch in the offensive zone, and they lead it here in the first. The Leafs win the defensive zone faceoff. Moves the puck to Tanev. Into the offensive end now. The Jets have it from their own end. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Takes a shot, and that's denied by Stolars.
Well, a nice save by the goaltender, and even better is that he redirects the puck to the corner to safety.
Nylander's picking up momentum through center. We got a whistle offside to call. Past the midway mark in this period, and it's a 2-0 hockey game. Lowry's won the draw inside the neutral zone. Quick feed to Niederreiter. Directs it on over to Lowry. Shot! And that caroms off a body in traffic. Scrum along the boards, they battle for the puck. Delayed penalty looming. Whistle stops the play. Nylander's going off for a pair for cross-checking.
The league is trying to crack down on the cross-checking penalties here, James. They got to eliminate it from the game. It's dangerous, it's reckless, and guess what? He's going to get the 2 minutes.
The power play unit goes right back to work.
Well, this power play feels like it's in rhythm and it's concise tonight here, James. Sometimes it's just working for you. They scored already on it, and they're looking to get another.
Toronto's looking to break out. Slides the puck over to Tanev. And that one's picked off. Moves the pass in front. Scores! What an opportunity and delivers.
You got to be in good position to be able to make this play, James, as he intercepts the pass. And then his offensive instincts kicks in. He makes a beautiful play as he moves the puck forward. And they wind up scoring a goal.
Winnipeg's brought their A game here to the rink tonight. They lead it comfortably as we near the end of the first. Taves takes possession after that center ice face-off. Winnipeg's got the puck along the wall. Moves it quickly over to Perfetti. Oh, a good textbook hit there. Coughs up possession of the puck. Toronto's got a hold of it against the wall. Here's a short pass to McCabe. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Quick shot. Fantastic save. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Perfetti. Moves it to McMahon. Puck picked up by Nemesnikov. Quick pass to McMahon. Comes up with the stop. McMahon's got it in the offensive zone. Turns another aside.
Man, James, it shows incredible quickness right there as he makes one and then the second save. Matthews is the captain of this roster, James, and everyone is looking to him. That's why he wears the C, and he's got to rally his team and find a way to get back into this game.
Winnipeg's got a hold of the puck. Taken by Pearson. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Up along the wing. And now it's over to Robertson. Takes a shot. Routine save made by Hellebuck. And the puck's booted away. Picked up along the wall by Nyquist. Barron's got it along the wing. And makes the routine save. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. Getting into the later stages of this period, the Jets have dominated this one to this point. They lead at 3-0. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. Passed up ahead. And now he tries to get it across to Matthews. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by Lowry. Regroups with the puck back inside the D zone. Quick feed to Robertson. Skates to the crease. Puck will go.
It's such a fast game, and sometimes it's hard to be situationally aware and know where everyone is on the ice. I think he had more time, and he just rushed this one, and he sails it wide.
Taken along the wall by Shen. And he takes the feed. That's a good heads-up play at center ice.
Winnipeg's been stifling their opponent all game long, just right up in their face. They're turning over pucks. They're finding ways to interrupt the play, and wow, they're going forward quick and in a hurry, and they're just dominating the scoreboard.
Moves it quickly over to Connor. Gaining momentum up along the side. The Jets looking against the half wall. Broken up with a little physicality. Puck battle along the boards. The Leafs gain possession along the wall. Quick pass across to McMahon. Here's a sprint for the loose puck. And a tenacious effort pays off as he comes up with it. From his own end, he picks up the puck. Winnipeg's got it against the boards. Toronto's regained possession of the puck. Here's a short pass to Riley. And things start to ramp up a little bit now on the ice with that play. Winnipeg's got a hold of it along the wall. Gets control of the puck here in his own end. Oh, a clutch save!
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You got to love it. You have to have great timing. You got to know when your opponent's vulnerable.
Winnipeg's going to want to take this lead into the first intermission. They have really looked sharp tonight. That's a smart read with the two centermen tied up. Puck grab by Connor. Toronto's got control of it now from their own end. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Fires it on net. Toronto's got the puck. Handles the pass from the right side. Denies him with the save. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. And it gets away to the wall.
Well, he has been under siege, and I'm loving his compete level. I mean, he's making consecutive saves one after another.
That's dumped in, and they'll get a fresh group of forwards out there. Tries to feed it over to Watt. And he takes the pass. Look at this. They've got some bodies here on the attack. Moves it to Niederreiter. Loses the coverage there. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Feeds it over to Domi. Pass stolen in the open ice. Delayed penalty coming.
playoff game.
The Jets send their man advantage unit out once more. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And he makes the save on that play. Still some precious time left on this power play as they get set to drop the puck. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Matthews crosses the line and is on the attack. The Jets take possession on the defensive end. Quick pass to Iafallo. Shot just wide of the net.
Iafallo's made a fantastic play, James. He's falling to the ice, got the puck on his stick, and he still has the ability to lower that bottom hand and find a way to redirect the puck to the net. I mean, that's tenacity, that's courage, and finding a way to compete and will your way to the net.
Puck hops out of the offensive zone. They'll be forced to do it over for center. And with the buzzer, that puts a bow on the first 20 minutes of play. We've got lots more still to come. Second period action next, right here. Just moments away from the start of period number 2. The Jets go right back at it on the power play here and win the draw to start the frame. Winnipeg's got the puck against the wall. Shuts him down. Stolarz has the puck and holds on for a whistle. Matthews gets set for the face-off here as they will continue to play shorthanded. Good job tangling up his opponent here. And now it's grabbed by Velarde. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. Takes the pass. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. The Jets look like a freight train here in period number 2, continuing to find offense.
Well, there's no question that they're steamrolling their opponent here. I mean, the ice is tilted, and it is one way, James. They found a way to maintain possession. How about the shots they're getting on net? Unbelievable.
Great save. Quick feed to Niederreiter. And he takes the feed. The Jets take it along the wall. The Leafs get a hold of the puck along the boards. Slides it on over to Matthews. The Leafs take it across the blue line. There's a shot. Turned aside with the glove by Hellebuck. The Jets have dominated them thus far and continue to do so here in this second. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. Moves it over to Taves. Winnipeg's got it along the wall. puck along the boards. The Leafs gain control of the puck against the wall. And now he moves it to Cowan. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. The Jets played along the boards. Puck scooped up by Tavares. And that one's picked off in the neutral zone.
Winnipeg's been reading their opponents so well, knowing exactly what they're going to do. The scouting report has certainly worked its way into this game. Just shutting down everything, interfering with plays, and disrupting them. And, of course, it's a blowout because of it, James. They're getting the puck, and they're going north.
And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. The Jets lead here in the second period, and they have been the more active team offensively. Toronto's won the faceoff. And that goes off a player in front. Into the offensive zone. Can't connect on the shot. Jostled off the puck. And now it's to McMahon. Whacks it into the offensive zone. The Jets have it behind the net. Slides the puck across to Barron. Takes the feed. Gaining momentum along the wing. Through center along the wing. And a stick in the lane deflects that one away. Moves it quickly over to Barron. Reads it perfectly in the defensive end. The Leafs play along the boards. Joshua's got the puck. The Jets have it now. Here's a short pass to Barron. Moves the puck. Here they come up along the wing. And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Nye. Dropped him in the open ice. It's go time. People love watching these, but hopefully nobody's hurt here, seriously.
Yeah, that's tough to watch, especially taking that last punch. It was decisive, and he went down hard. Coming off a heated battle like that, it's important to allow those emotions to just simmer so they can cool off in the penalty box for 5 minutes, get some rest and some water.
Well, looks like the officials have got all the debris off the ice, and we're back to getting some hockey going again. Winnipeg's got possession here in their own end. Over the line they come. Moves it to Iafallo. Can't stay on his feet after that hit. Scooped up along the wall by Niederreiter. Back to the blue line. And that pass goes off a stick. And it takes off the outside of the frame. My word, they really got them hemmed in here in their own zone. Penalty coming up as the play's blown dead. The Leafs are off to the box. Interference the call.
We got to put a pin in the penalty balloon here, James. The frustrating calls, no question about it. They got to figure out a way to control their emotion and get back in this game.
Winnipeg's got another opportunity here on the man advantage.
And the power play is executing, and it feels right. Everyone is clicking. The chemistry just looks like it's synergized. And this team, they're on fire right now.
Takes the return feed. Dumps the puck in. The Jets gain possession. A little crashing and banging forces the turnover. Coming down the left wing and into the zone. Oh, look at the pass. And that's intercepted by Riley. Oh, and it stays out. He got a piece of that one. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. Taves will take the face-off here as this man advantage is about to resume. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Turn that one aside. Sends it over front. He scores!
I love the way he gets the position here, James.
Jets are playing what might be their most impressive performance that I've seen all season, and we're only in period number 2, Sheriff.
Yeah, I mean, their offense has simply exploded, hasn't it, James? I mean, they have been a force to be reckoned with, and it's a ton of fun when you're padding your stats.
Picked off. Steps into the offensive end. Rocks him. The Jets have it against the wall. Sends a pass over. Circles back to center ice. Takes the feed at center.
Taves is leading by example here, James. He's contributed on the scoreboard, but he's got great energy and good habits, even though it's a blowout.
Off target. The Leafs will play the puck from behind the net. Quick pass to Cowan. He carries the puck up along the wing. Quick feed to Nylander. Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out. Moves it quickly over to Velarde. Loose puck, and they're off to the races. Scoops up the puck, and he's in on the breakaway. Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Moves it around along the half wall. And now it's taken by Connor. Angles it over to Stanley. And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll have to regroup. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. The Jets play it along the wing. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. Gaining steam here on the attack. Turned aside with a glove.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Winnipeg's dominated right from the start. Their offense clicking on all cylinders, and they lead here in the second. Lowry's won it off the faceoff. Can't hang on to the puck after taking a knock. Shot from the point. On the backhand. Denies him. Receives the pass. From the left side, takes it at center. Puck picked up by McMahon. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Denied by the goaltender. Grabbed along the boards by Lowry. The Leafs gain control of the puck. Fires away! And he makes the save, and that had some hot sauce on that one. Picked up along the boards by DeMello. Steps inside. Puts it on net. Oh, how did he get a piece of that?
Stolarz is able to make that save and put the rebound in the corner.
Taken by Edwin Larson. Big time stop.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Let's get the call. Riley's going off to the box for 2 minutes.
Being down by a bunch of goals, and then you get running around with frustration and out of control, and that's the reason why you took a penalty. Well, I really like them working off the 1-3-1 sequence that they were successful on earlier, James. It really opens up the ice, so you're using and stretching the entire zone. And listen, there's a lot of ice for the defense to cover, so you can look to the flanks, you can look to the bumper, but a lot of options off of it.
Oh, a great hits up play diverts the turnover by Scheifele. And a great save.
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter.
Trying to shake the defender. He's in. Oh, and he can't pull the trigger on the play.
Because he skated himself into no man's land, ran out of real estate, and gets nothing for it.
Think he'd like that one back. And they'll go the other way with it. Great play by McCabe. Here's a short pass to Knies. That goes wide. Great use of the wall on the pass. The Jets will play it from the corner. Moves it to Matthews. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Here's a shot. Quick stop by Hellebuyck. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Nylander's ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. wins the face-off at his own end. And now he angles it across to Iafallo. Shot! Huge stop by Stolarz. They put the puck into the offensive end. Picked up along the wall by Nylander. Huge steal at his own end. Taves takes it across the line. The Jets going to work on offense. And he gets in front of that one.
Well, he didn't flamingo there, and if you want to be on a PK, you got to make sure that you get to those shooting lanes hard and fast.
Winnipeg's got control of it now from their own end. The Jets will play from the defensive zone. Puck grab by Velarde. And it goes off a stick. And it's kicked away. Quick pass to Carlo. Toronto's got it in their own zone. The Jets get a hold of the puck in the open ice.
Riley's almost ready to get back on the ice.
Taken along the wall by Scheifele. More time off the clock as they grab the puck.
Yeah, they're handedly winning in this one, James, and they didn't execute on the power play, but there's a bunch of athletes on that team that want that job, and it's about executing to the best of their ability. You know they wanted it.
Quick feed to Riley. Winnipeg's got the puck in their own end. Moves it quickly over to Nemestikov. Winnipeg's got the puck in the defensive end. Directed over to Velarde. The Leafs look to start the transition game. Here's a short pass to Riley. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Robertson's moving the puck through his own zone. They've got numbers here. Moves the puck along the half wall. And now it's grabbed by Nemestikov. Passes the puck over to Barrett. Throws it in. The Leafs gain possession along the wall. Slides it diagonally to play. Sends the pass over. Here's a chance. Oh, denies them with the paddle save. Puck scooped up by Lowry. Moves it to Velarde. Change in goal.
Sometimes it's not necessarily about your performance, but it's about changing it up, resetting, refocusing, and they're going to get him out of there.
The Jets look about as dominant as I have seen them all season here, Cheryl. This period has been unbelievable for them.
Yeah, they're dictating pace, and they're dictating the play all over the ice, and then they're executing on their opportunities. It's a reason why they hold the lead.
Wall's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Winnipeg's offense came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. The Jets win the draw. Here's a shot. Quick pass to Yarncroke. Gains the zone through the middle. The Jets take over on possession. Pearson's moving it ahead. Tiptoes around the puck check. The Leafs have it from their own end. Cowan stick handling in his own zone. The Jets gain control of the puck against the wall. Works it across to Nyquist. Carries it across the line. The Leafs have a hold of it in the defensive zone. And now it's over to Blake. Lugs the puck back into the neutral zone. Winnipeg's gained possession. Quick feed to Shen. Grabs the puck. Takes the feed. Fires it. Stopped by the goaltender. Quick pass across to Nyes. Down the left wing. They gain the zone.
Nyes is getting booed every time he steps on the ice, and that's a result of injuring the hometown player, and the crowd's not going to let him forget it.
From the back of the cage with the puck. Moves it quickly over to DeMello. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Sends it in front. And he denies that great opportunity there. Carlos taking it from his own end. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Here's a short pass to Iafallo. Let's move to the middle. And that's deflected off someone in front. And the puck's knocked loose. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. McMahon's lugging the puck. Toronto's gained the line and into the zone. The Leafs carry it along the wall. Stanley's got the puck now in his own end. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Sends it out front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Tries to feed it over to McMahon. He grabs the puck here at the point. Hellebuck's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. The Jets lead in a big way here in this second. They have been on fire offensively. The Leafs win the faceoff. And that goes off a player. From the point, looks to make something happen. Dumps it in. Winnipeg's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Scooped up along the wall by Perfetti. Good use of the body to knock them off the puck. Thunderous collision on the play.
Well, and you got to love the sacrifice of this play here, James. This is how you go from defense to offense. You have to separate the body from puck. He does it perfectly.
That's kicked away with the pad by Hellebuck. Back-to-back saves there.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit. Gets the job done.
A huge face-off coming up here.
Well, you know that you want to gain possession and you want to keep the pressure on because the goaltender is the only one who can't change, and he is the most fatigued guy on the ice. So you want to find ways to get some net front presence, get shots through the net because, man, he needs a rest.
Let's see what the officials are calling. Riley's going to the box for tripping.
Well, you can see the pent-up frustration. That's his second penalty of the period. Now he's put his team in a compromised position. Not to mention he's affected their rhythm.
The Jets once again send out their power play unit.
Having success earlier on the power play, they recognize where the openings have been. But what I love about it is they're not afraid to change it up. The motion on this power play and these sequences have really been the reason they've been successful.
Nice play shorthanded as they get control of the puck. The Jets gain control of it. And he gives it over to Scheifele. Winnipeg's got the puck along the wall. The Jets will take it behind the net. Grabbed along the boards by Morrissey. Comes up with a stop. Moves it to Scheifele. Takes a shot. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
The Leafs grab possession of the puck. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. Just moments away from the resumption of this power play. They're ready to drop the puck here for this faceoff. And they take possession off the draw here in their own end. Across the line, down the left wall. Into the middle. Oh, he comes up with a stop. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Slides the puck to Nemestikov. Iafallo's Here inside the defensive zone, they get the puck. Angles it over to Ekman Larson. And he coughs it up with the pass. Into the attacking end. Winnipeg's got the puck along the boards. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Quick feed to Taves. Blocked in traffic. Slides the puck ahead to Robertson. Looking to make something happen at center. Reaches out and uses the stick. Taves works the puck in his own zone. On the attack along the boards. Oh, what a save by Wall! And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Scheifele's ready for the draw on this man advantage.
Riley's almost out of the box.
McCabe's got it in the defensive end. Fires it into the offensive zone. Winnipeg's got a hold of the puck now. Makes the save as that puck changes directions.
Now, these are the saves when you know that your goaltender is dialed in, James. The ability to get to the top of the crease and be square to the shooter, that's a great save.
Moves it quickly over to Velarde. Here's a shot. So look who's at it again.
Oh, it's the second of the game. Too bad you can't bottle these games up and just recall them whenever you want because he's been all around the net. When we have a look at it, James, it looks like it's redirected, and that's just beautiful timing and get the hands away from the body, be able to get it to go the opposite direction of the goaltender.
The Jets are showing no signs of slowing down, and here we are in the late stages of period number 2. They continue to hit down the accelerator.
Yeah, and the coach must be loving this. I mean, sometimes you can't put your finger on exactly why it's working the way it is, but the chemistry is off the charts here, and they've got a comfortable lead.
Handles the pass. Knocked off the puck. And that's off a stick. Gives them nothing in front.
I love that he swallowed this one up with his glove. It's a real threat coming from the slot area. No rebound to boot.
Winnipeg's got to be happy with where their game is at so far tonight as they continue to lead big here late in the second. The Jets get a hold of the puck in their own end. Here's a short pass to Barron. Takes a shot. The Jets get a hold of the puck in their own end. Gains the zone on the left wing. Barron's got it against the boards. Skates in behind the cage. Good battle along the boards for the puck. Moves it to Pearson. Kicks it away from the crease.
Pearson's got to find a way to physically and emotionally engage without his fists, James. I mean, you know how effective and how valuable he is when he's on the ice. I mean, look at that scoring chance he just generated.
Winnipeg's been putting lots of pucks on net all night long, and they lead it here late in the second. The Leafs take possession off the faceoff. Toronto's in transition. The Jets gain possession in their own end. Oh, they power it!
Well, this is an incredible save, James. It's anticipation as well. Recognize that the shooter is in the low slot, getting in front of it and making the save.
Oh, set that hit up perfectly. Slides it diagonally to McCabe. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Pionk. Lowry's going to play it against the half wall. And he was ready for that one.
Wall's been excellent tonight, James. I mean, the score could be a lot worse. The save percentage is great. He's doing everything to keep his team in it. They need to shore up their defensive end and get going north.
Takes a shot. And then got caught up in traffic and hits a stick. Pionk's got the puck in his own zone. The Leafs take possession here in the open ice. Battle ensues for that loose puck along the boards. Quick pass to Stanley. Handles the puck. Toronto's got it from behind the net. Works it across to Domi. Looking to set up offensively. Shot! Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Wall. Oh, what a great glove save on the play.
Just fantastic. Fantastic work by the goaltender, making consecutive saves. How athletic.
Winnipeg's had no shortage of scoring opportunities tonight, and they continue to lead here late in period number 2. Toronto's won the draw. Slides the puck over. Quick shot! Stones up in the blocker. And that won't go as it hits one of his own teammates in front. Quick feed to Connor. Carries the puck inside the neutral zone. Takes a shot. Makes a save. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. The Jets have generated plenty of quality scoring chances and a big reason why they lead late in the second period. Toronto's got the puck after winning the defensive zone faceoff. And he takes the dish. Puts the puck away. Just slide. The Jets take possession in the defensive end. Moves it quickly over to McMahon. There he is on the redirect. Big time stop there.
All those tracking exercises when you're young come in handy when you're older, and this is a prime example. Look at him, bob and weave, trying to find that puck. He does and makes the save.
Nice bank pass off the boards. Winnipeg's got a hold of it along the wall. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. The Leafs look to start the transition game. Puck picked up by Joshua. Passes on over to McMahon. Slides the puck across to Barron. Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. The Leafs will play it in their own end. Here they come inside the neutral zone. With the steal. Taken by Shen. Into the offensive end now. And that's broken up in the defensive zone by Carlo. The Leafs have it now. And some good footwork to kick it away. Gets the puck over to Tavares. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Oh, he gets a little piece of it and keeps it out of the net.
I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
The Jets are on cruise control here late in the second. Simply look at the scoreboard, the shot count. It is all one-sided. Feeds it over. Douglas off a twig. The Jets gain possession. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Solid check to slow him down. Picked up along the boards by Tannen. Passes over to McCabe. The Jets have it from their own end. Quick pass to Pearson. Makes the move in front. Fantastic save. Here's a chance. Oh, and another save.
They make some consecutive saves there. He's got to be wondering where his defense are. I mean, how about a little help?
And that's intercepted by Tannen.
Well, you play the game differently depending on the situation. When you're up, you got to know it, and you got to game manage, and you got to puck manage. That turnover, coach isn't going to like that one at all.
Kisses it off. And the lane's clogged up blocking that. There's the buzzer bringing period number 2 to a close. Hey, listen, we've got lots more in store here on this broadcast, so don't even think about going anywhere. We're back with more in a moment.
Hey fans, now's the time to pick up your team calendars. You can pick them up at kiosk 144 on the lower level.
been a thorough dismantling through the first 40 minutes. Let's see if they can try to change that here in the third. Let's send it over to Cheryl Pounder and get her assessment of what she's seen so far tonight.
The Leafs need to find some urgency in their game if they want to get back on track in this third period. They're losing right now because they're being outplayed, out-hustled, and outmatched in terms of their tenacity on the puck. Just look at their possession time. It is too low to be a difference maker out there.
Great poke check on the reach. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. Puck moved over to Tanev. And now he tries to get it across to Robertson. Great defensive effort with the stick. Winnipeg's looking to break out of their own end. Puck grabbed by Connor. Feeds it on over to Morrissey. Lowry's picking up momentum through center. Puck dumped in. Here's a short pass to McCabe. Toronto's moving it along the wing. And he takes the feed. Fires it on net. Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play.
Taves has had a nose for the net all night long here, and he finally executes for a goal, James. That's got to feel good, and you can certainly sense every time he's been on the ice, there's been a different energy, and it's been a little bit lopsided because the puck has been in his hands. He finally breaks through, and you can certainly tell he's pretty happy about it.
Winnipeg's offense has been a thing to watch tonight as they lead it big time here early in the third. Taves takes possession right off the draw. Moves the puck up to Perfetti. Takes a shot. Scores! And they finally break on through offensively.
That's got to feel good, and they're hoping that the floodgates will now open because you know that they've had a real effective game. They've been hard on the puck. It just hasn't gone in for them, James, but they haven't gotten frustrated. They stuck with the game plan, and here they are. Well, this is a great defensive effort, James, that starts being in the right position at the right time, and that's not a fluke. That's knowing how to get there, to use your hands, have your stick on the ice, and intercept the pass. But once you do, you got to do something with it. You got to know where everyone is on the ice. A great position, a great pass, and it leads to goal.
The Leafs don't really have time on their side here, but at least they've got something to push with.
Yeah, really tough hole to climb out of, but certainly that one goal will give a little bit of a lift. It's respectable.
Feeds the puck across to Nemestikov. Slides it back to the blue line. Steps into it. Oh, how did that stay out? What a save by Wall.
Well, he makes the save look easy, but it is a tough one. I mean, he's got to find that puck through traffic. He's got to fight. You can see him bobbing and weaving to make the save.
And he makes a save there. Moves it to Taves. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Slides it across. And that's broken up. And now it's grabbed by Carlo. And they'll go on the attack. Great pressure by Nemestikov. And he takes the pass. Passes it over. Can't maintain possession after that hit. Quick pass across to Cowan. Right up the gut into the offensive end. And that goes off a stick somewhere in traffic. Hellebuck's going to hang on for a whistle.
For this goalie, he deserves a highlight pack. I mean, he's made many huge saves tonight that has given his team momentum, and it's about the timeliness of his save to sort of reset the momentum in a game and give your team an opportunity to win, and that's exactly what he's done between the pipes tonight, James.
The Jets are on cruise control here in this third period, leading big. Winnipeg's got a hold of the puck. Toronto's got possession of the puck. Dishes it to Benoit. Gets the puck in deep. Winnipeg's got a hold of it against the wall. The Jets have it now. Takes a bump and loses control of the puck. Through the neutral zone and along the boards, here they come. What a steal in his own end. Tries to get it over to Watt. Jets move the puck in the defensive zone. Here they come down the right side and on the attack. Moves the puck into the attacking area. The Jets take over on possession. Picking up some steam at center ice. Toronto's got the puck in their own end. Shot! And not much on that one.
You know the goalie's dialed in when he redirects the puck to the corner.
Winnipeg's got it in their own zone. Toronto's got control of it now from their own end. Puck scooped up by Ekman Larson. And now he moves it to Robertson. Here's a centering pass. And that's stopped. We got a whistle. Penalty coming up. Stanley's actions pretty evident in the eyes of the officials here for tripping.
Well, he's going to take the feet out from under his opponent here, so he's going to get the tripping call. That's going to be a 2-minute minor as he marches to the box here, James. That's a frustrating one for everyone on his team. He was in and amongst the scrum, just got to find the puck.
Toronto sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
Well, with their first power play of the game, you don't have to worry about getting in. It's already in there, but you do have to worry about winning the faceoff, the most critical piece to possessing the puck. Once they get that possession, they can get the setup and the options that they want.
Puck moved back to the neutral zone. Toronto's gained possession along the boards. And he takes the feed. Steps inside the attacking zone down the left wing. Handles that one. Picked up along the wall by Niles. Score! Right with the man advantage, and they make it click.
I love the patience of this power play. It's all about puck movement, and when you're going to let a shot go, you want to make sure that there's traffic net front, and that's exactly what happens. The goaltenders scream, and they find the back of the net.
The Leafs are starting to show a little respectability here amongst themselves as they get one back.
Yeah, it's about mojo. It's how you end the game with good habits because you want to make sure that you don't carry the beginning of the game into your next one.
At center ice now, he grabs the puck. And they'll go the other way with a great play by Domi. And he turned that one aside. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Winnipeg's been a dominant force offensively. Plenty of quality scoring opportunities, and they lead it big time early in the third. The Jets win the defensive zone faceoff. Quick pass to Pearson. With possession along the wall. Passes it in front, and that doesn't connect. Goaltender covers up, and we'll get a faceoff.
Well, this is a big hit here, and I don't think the other team likes it because it's a product of frustration. They're trailing in the game by quite a margin and really just not maintaining the emotions or the control within the game, and as a product, this is hit as a result.
The Jets have been bringing the fire offensively tonight, and they lead it early in this third. Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Easily turned away by the goaltender with the glove. And both centers glide into the dot as a face-off set to resume. Winnipeg's won it. Now they'll go on the attack. Denies him on the slobber. Perfetti's got control of the puck in the corner. Tries to feed it over to Morrissey.
Personified right there, James. The shooter knows that they need to wait for the lane to open up, but they also have the presence of mind to wait for the screen. You know, if the goalie can't see it, you've got a better chance of putting it in.
Winnipeg's been running away with this one since the beginning of the game, and No signs of slowing down in the third.
It's been a productive night, and this is one of those games that gives everyone confidence. And this is important for your lineup as everyone gets it, as they feel like they're contributing.
Uses the force on that hit. Toronto's got the puck against the boards. Broken up with the stick in the defensive zone. Taves has it in the defensive end. Puck move back to center, forcing them to regroup. Quick feed to Nemestikov. Gain momentum up along the side.
Velarde's had the puck on his stick for a great portion of this game so far, James. He's creating, he's at a multi-point night, and it's not done yet.
Wolf's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. Winnipeg's been way more active here tonight on the ice, and they have certainly capitalized on their opportunities and continue to lead in the third. Scheifele's won the draw, and they're on the attack.
Velarde's looking to complete the hat trick. He's got 2 in the game. He's looking for his third.
One-on-one with the goaltender. Scores! What a finish in all alone!
Wow, it isn't easy to score against these tenders, in particular in these one-on-one battles, but he fakes and is able to bury it in the back of the net. I love his awareness on this breakaway. His head is up the entire way, and he's reading exactly what the goaltender is giving him. He sees some daylight, quick release shot, and he buries it.
The Leafs are showing a little pride here in the third.
And really, that's all that it's about right now. This game is over, and you can see they just want this game and the clock to tick down. They want that final buzzer to go.
Moves it quickly over to Tanev. The Leafs have it against the wall. Working the puck deep inside their own end. They gain the zone from the left side. From the right side, he goes to the middle of the neutral zone. Takes the feed. Feeds it up ahead. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Winnipeg's got the puck. And they'll battle for that loose puck along the boards. Taken along the wall by Morrissey. Passes it to Scheifele. Moves the puck. The Leafs get a hold of it. Toronto's ready to go on the attack. From the point, they take control of it. Sends it back in front! And he denies that great opportunity there. Here's a short pass to Shen. Moves around along the half wall. Puck picked up by Shen. And it's kicked away. The Jets gain control of the puck. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Quick cross-ice pass to Ekman-Larsson. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Oh, look at this. Scooped up along the wall by Lowry. Here's a shot, and that one's stopped. Play blown dead, let's get the call. Scheifele's going off for interference.
When your opponent doesn't have the puck, you can't interfere with their forward progress too much. You can cheat a little bit, James, but that's over the top.
Another special teams opportunity for both sides as the man advantage unit is back to work again.
Power play scored earlier tonight, and that gives you so much confidence heading into this one. You know how you executed the first time, they'll be looking for those same openings.
Hammers it on net. Oh, how about that for sacrifice?
Well, on a PK, you have to...
Scores! Pop and bodies for Selly.
What a shot. That's just adding insult to injury, isn't it, James? A top cheddar shot that just sends the water bottle a-sailing. Well, this power play will show up in the video room tomorrow. There's no question about that because it had it all. Puck movement, motion, and urgency on retrieval, which I think is absolutely critical. Yes, got to start with the puck if you want to find a way to get the shot to the net, and it winds up in the back of it.
Toronto's got to find a way to continue to attack here now, right, Cheryl?
Yeah, and they're going to do that by throwing defensive structure out the window and just pushing forward. You can expect 4 players to be involved in the attack when they get going north.
Toss it up in the neutral zone. Shot, and he gets just enough of it to keep it out for the back of the net. Toronto's looking to break out. Angles it over to Pierre. Oh, you might call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. Taken by Iafallo. Niederreiter's picking up steam. Sends it into the offensive zone. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. The Leafs look to start the transition game. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other end. Winnipeg's laying a pounding on the opposition tonight, generating numerous scoring chances and converting on what feels like almost all of them. Barron's got the puck, and they'll go on the attack.
Possession right off the draw, James, against a very tired group who just iced the puck, leads to an opportunity.
The Jets have continued to put lots of pucks on net, and they lead it here in the third. And off the draw, they win possession. Winnipeg's got the puck along the wall. Makes the save and putting out the fire in front. Centers get set as they're ready to drop the puck again. Toronto's going to start with the puck in their own end. Grabbed along the boards by Cowan. Riley's got it in the defensive zone. Sends it in on the attack. The Jets get a hold of the puck along the boards. Moves it to Pearson. On their heels, trying to clear. Here's a race for the loose puck. Puck's sent down the ice. We'll get an icing. The Jets win the draw here at their own end.
Well, there was certainly pressure on the center to win this draw, coming off of an icing where everyone's tired. When you get the win, you get out of your zone.
Feeds the puck to Domi. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. Can't keep a hold of it. Here's a shot. And that stays out as he got just enough of the puck with the glove. And play continues. Let's go. Stupendous blocker save by Hellebuck.
As a defender, you love when your goaltender has this kind of rebound control. Makes your life so much easier.
Slides it diagonally to Blake. Broken up in the neutral zone by Miller. Sends a pass over. Puts it on net. Puts it off the outside of the frame.
The Jets are leading in this one, and another one could never hurt. But it's a tough game here. It's tough to put it by the tender, who seems to be in good position because the puck keeps getting run off the post.
Winnipeg's got it in their own zone. Dishes it to Nemestikov. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. The Leafs pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. Quick pass to Taves. Here's a shot. Oh, big time blocker stop by Wall. Quick feed to McMahon. Grabs the puck in center. Slides it across to Taves. Oh, what a move. Oh, what a save in front. Picked up along the boards by Lowry. Oh, he misfires on that. Scores! So that's number 2, Connor.
Yeah, he's been all over the puck tonight. He's feeling it. He's confident. You got to believe he's going to be looking for that. He gets his shot off in the crowded area on the ice, right in front of the pane. Doesn't allow the goalie to get set up and puts it home.
Jets are having themselves a night, and they probably don't want this one to end, Pounder.
Nah, I wouldn't. If you're padding the stats and you're putting up these kind of numbers, I mean, from start to finish, they've imposed their will on their opponent.
He got all of that hit. The Jets take possession in the defensive end. Receives the pass. Moving into the attacking zone. Sends it to the middle. And that's intercepted. Tries to get the puck over to McMahon. Here's a short pass to Shifley. From the slot. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
A ton of goals on the board tonight, and you know that both teams are looking to pad their stats. A lot of players in on the action. That's got to give you confidence and make you feel good.
The Leafs gain possession along the wall. Toronto's working the transition through the middle of the ice. Oh, they telegraph the pass, and he picks it off. Here they come on the attack. Winnipeg's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Shuts him down. Works it across to Miller. Quick shot. Can't get it to go. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
Winnipeg's put in a total team effort here this evening, and they lead it comfortably in the third. And they win the defensive zone faceoff. Moves it quickly over to Cowan. Toronto's got it along the wall. And that's taken by the defense.
When you're trailing in a game, sometimes you try and do too much. You're overly aggressive, and you try and do a high-risk, high-reward play, and that's exactly what happens here. Unfortunately, it goes the other way.
The Leafs gain possession in their own end. Nylander's got the puck. Oh, what a stop! Let's go! Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. And there's another penalty call against the home team. These fans are frustrated. Cheryl, I think these calls are legit. I just think that the fans are wondering, what about the other side here?
Well, yeah, they got to be expecting to get one soon here, as it is one-sided. It's so hard for a team to get into the game when there's no flow because you keep parading yourself to the box.
Another chance here on the man advantage.
Well, this power play has already connected once, looking to cash in again here, James. I love the options that they have on it. It keeps it unpredictable. When it's unpredictable, real difficult for the PK to find out where to go first.
Takes the shot. Stops it cold. Nice. In the corner now. Denies him again.
He does a great job being set to position here. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to make that second save, James. But it's pure athleticism that gets the job done.
The Leafs take it along the wall. Puck grab by Nyes. Here's a chance. Blocked, and he may have just stopped a goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Slides the puck across to Nyes. Another hit. He will feel this one by the end of the night.
Oh, tough night for him. He's going to have to keep his head up and move that puck quickly if he doesn't want to get banged again.
Scores! And the power play does it again.
Well, when you have these kind of nights, you want to be on the ice. Every time they step over the boards, there's a confidence that they're going to put it in the net. Power play strikes, James, and that's excellent movement along the perimeter and just waiting for your time to get it to the middle of the ice and execute. That's a great slot shot.
Toronto's fan base watching, streaming, taking this one in wherever, probably wondering, where was this earlier?
Yeah, it's frustrating for an athlete when you know what you can play like, you know what your team can play like, you just don't perform. But late in the game here, they need goals. They need a pile of them if they even want to have an opportunity to get their tender out of the net.
The Jets scoop it up along the boards. They go on the attack through center. Shot! And he gets all of that one as it was teed up with the slapper, but he turns it aside. And the puck's kicked free. And now it's grabbed by Matthews. Pushes it across to Robertson. Quick pass across to Niederreiter. Pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Great reach with the poke check. Puck scooped up by McCabe. Gaining momentum up along the side. Play whistle dead. Penalty coming up. Lowry's off to the box. 2 minutes for tripping.
This is not the way they wanted the game to go. Just undisciplined, taking a ton of penalties. They'll have to reset, refocus if they want to find a way to get on top.
The Leafs send their man advantage unit out once more.
Well, this is a power play that's in rhythm and looking very confident right now, having already scored a goal, and that really generates a pulse, and you can certainly sense it the way they're moving their feet and their pass execution.
And that's blocked away. Picked up along the wall by Nylander. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. Picked off by Niederreiter. And they get the puck out of the defensive end. From their own end, trying to kickstart this power play. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. And that's poked away by Morrissey. Covers it up, and we'll get a stoppage in play.
Lowry's lighting up the game sheet tonight. Multiple points in this one, and it's not over yet. James really moving his feet. He's urgent with his first 3 strides, which means he's on the puck. But I also like what he's doing off the puck, the way he's opening up space, drawing coverage inside of the middle, and then moving the puck to it. I think he's been fantastic this entire game.
Tavares will take the face-off here as this man advantage is about to resume. And they win the offensive zone face-off. Now let's see if they can capitalize. Deep inside the defensive end, still trying to clear. And the puck is cleared.
Well, you can see the entire PK unit. Their heads are on a swivel, straight line skating, and they're able to get that puck. And because they're looking and aware, they're able to find the white ice and get it 200 feet down.
Toronto's on the attack. Here's a chance. Scores! There it is on the power play.
Their power play has been really efficient tonight, James, and they're really gaining momentum off of it. And often when you're drawing this many penalties, teams start to play different against you. For an effective power play, you have to move the puck around with precision, and you have to create some motion to open up lanes. That's exactly what happens here. They're able to get the puck to the middle of the ice, and that's how they get the goal.
Toronto's recognized that they're not going to play run time here, so at least try to make it respectable.
Respectable, and they can finish with physicality, and that's something that the staff will be telling them. Also look for everyone to be jumping into the attack, trying to get some pressure on their opponent and get some much-needed goals.
Sends the pass over. The Jets get a hold of the puck in their own end. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. Dished on over to Connor. And he feeds it down to DeMello. Velarde's stick handling in his own zone. The Jets played along the boards. Oh, what a stop with the pad by Wall. Winnipeg's played arguably their most complete game of the season based on how they have delivered shots on net and lead here big time in the third. Toronto's got the puck in the defensive end. And he can't hang on up with that hit. Moves it in front. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Moves it to Barrett. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. The Leafs gain the zone. Puck picked up by Shen. Tries to feed it over to Barrett. Fires it! Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. He got all of that one. Made the goaltender, but couldn't beat the post.
The Jets are shaking their head. They cannot believe they hit yet another post. Listen, the good part of this is they're still in the lead.
Moves the puck over to Lowry. On the left side and moves to the middle of the ice. The Leafs are across the line and into the offensive end. defensive play as he extends the stick. Forces the turnover in the defensive zone.
Ball's doing everything he can to uplift his team here. Just look at that last sequence. It was so impressive. The way he was desperate and the athleticism shown in that save, it's got to give his team a ton of confidence.
Drives to the sweet spot. Quick stop by Wall.
Such an impressive save. Love looking at this one again, James. You know that this goaltender is dialed in, so focused when they're doing everything to get to the puck and keep their opponent at bay.
The Jets are in the home stretch of this one, leading big time in the third. The Leafs come up with a defensive zone draw. Takes the feed. Winnipeg's ready to go on the attack. The Leafs gain control of the puck. Great read by Nemesnikov. Quick pass to Matthews. Takes a shot. That's not going to fool him.
Hellebuyck's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
And the puck leaves the zone going back to center ice.
Sorry for stepping on your toes, James, but that was a huge hit behind the play.
Toronto's got control of it now from their own end. Fires it into the offensive zone. Toronto's got control of the puck. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
Winnipeg's been the better team offensively tonight. A lot of scoring chances, and they lead it late in this third period. Lowry's won it in their own end. Hellebuyck's going to opt for the whistle. I don't mind this call here in the third.
Neither do I. Listen, he has been so dialed in all night, James. He has been excellent, arguably their best player. And he's trying to preserve the lead here by holding on to this one to get the face-off.
Toronto's won the draw inside the offensive zone. Now let's see what they can do with it. Takes a shot. Oh, he gets a block on it. What a stop by Hellebuyck. He carries the puck up along the wing. Quick feed to Lowry. Winnipeg's got the puck along the wall. The Leafs have it from their own end. Winnipeg's got possession of the puck. Looks to get the puck over to Tavares. Can't pull the trigger. The Jets get a hold of the puck in the open ice. And that play's neutralized. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. The Jets have had no shortage of scoring opportunities tonight, and they have capitalized, and look at the score as a result. Toronto's got the win off that draw. Gains the zone through center. Winnipeg's got the puck. Steps inside. Oh, look at this chance. How did he stop that one? And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Both teams are set. We'll drop the puck here. Toronto's got it in the defensive zone. Taken along the wall by Domi. Coming down the left wing and into the zone. To the low side. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. Here's a short pass to Scheifele. Shot! Absolutely no fear to get in front of the slap shot. Winnipeg's offense, the story tonight as they lead it here in this third period. The Leafs take possession off the faceoff. Slides it diagonally to Yarncroke. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Quick shot! Oh, a clutch save!
A timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
taking possession in their own end. Knocks the puck loose. With some open space at center. Puck dumped in, allowing for the blue line to get some fresh legs out there. Moves it quickly over to Watt. Taken by Joshua. There's the whistle as the play is offside. Winnipeg's had a lot of success tonight on their scoring chances, and look at the result here late in this third period. Toronto's got possession of the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. Broken up in the neutral zone by Nyquist. Takes a shot. Just wide. Scooped up along the wall by Pearson. Toronto's moving the puck through center ice. Pass stolen in the open ice. Puck grabbed by Joshua. Winnipeg's got possession here in the neutral zone. And now it's grabbed by Miller. Handles the pass. Here we go. Puck's in deep. Toronto's gained possession along the boards. Grabbed along the boards by Barron. Moves it to McMahon. The Jets have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Here they come up along the wing. Coming up on the final minute of regulation time. Into the offensive zone. Fires it on net. Oh, it makes the save. Just got enough to keep it out. And that goes off a body. Quick pass to Tavares. Here's the blast. On the point, looks to make something happen. The Jets are on the attack. Puck scooped up by Nyes. They gain possession here inside the neutral zone. Winnipeg's got a hold of it against the wall. And that's poked away by Domi. Gets a piece of it to keep it out. Quick feed to Domi. Puck picked up by Nemesnikov. Nice zone entry from the left. On the attack along the boards. A chance at shot. He scores! And someone's beaten up with a second of the night.
Yeah, I expected he's going to be looking for the Hattie because he's been all around the paint tonight, James, just showing off his skill set. Love the spatial awareness on this shot. He knew he didn't have much time. He gets it off in the inner slot and he scores.
The Jets are just minutes away from closing out this blowout. They have had plenty of scoring opportunities and have maximized most of them. Winnipeg's won the draw in the neutral zone. And the crowd's on their feet saluting the team after a hard-fought effort this evening. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Quick shot. Time ticking away and it comes up big. That's all she wrote from this one tonight. The Jets' possession game is a thing of beauty tonight here, Cheryl.
Yeah, and it all starts with retrieval, right, James? And it's not just about the player retrieving the puck, but it's about how quickly that second player is in to support it. And I thought that they were able to maintain possession because they were able to get the puck and then be able to move it right away.
And the fans are getting loud once again to salute their Warriors here, Cheryl.
Oh, yeah, this is a lot of fun. I mean, this is the connection that you see between a fan base and their team, and it's a tradition, right? You come out on the ice and you want to salute them and say thank you for providing energy throughout the game.
Well, on behalf of Cheryl Pounder, my broadcast partner, my name is James Cebulski. Thank you so much for joining us. A fun night of hockey tonight, and we look forward to bringing you more action soon. See ya.